Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 and the pitfuturestrading.com coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, March 11th. We're looking at the last 3 days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And everything that the bulls took back from Monday, they gave back and more today. Right? Down 2,000, up 1,100, I believe, or 1,200, and now down 1,460. Absolutely insane, right? However, bunch of things I want to talk about that could be some silver linings for the bulls. We're still in a 3-day balance. It took everything. Now the volume today, as of right now, is 240 million. That's still very good. However, it's not going to be anywhere near the 300 we did or the 380 we did, even with the after hours if we do maybe 260. More importantly, initially when this market, so we had an inside day a good part of the day. Sellers had a chance to push this down constantly, right? Each time frame, they pushed it down. We had relief rallies in F, I, and M, right? F turns out to be our afternoon rally high. But the volume on each push down was less. F's volume on the inventory adjustment was more than any of them except for A. Same down here as we continue to go down. Now, I picked up a little bit here in K and then in L, and M is always heavy. But I was making references that the way we were going down, I've never seen a market down over 5% at one point so orderly. The bears had a chance 5 times. We had 5 sets of single prints. Not one of them held, and not one of them held for more than maybe a couple of minutes. Every time that you had set of single prints, they got filled right away. In fact, it was totally opposite today. Usually when you take out a time frames low and you have single prints, you should be selling it right away. Well, you'd be better off buying the singles and then shorting once they filled, because that's what they were doing. Right? You had singles filled automatically, but before you one time framed up, we went right back down. So it's totally reverse. That's a little nuance. Number 2, what I said 5 times they had a chance for a single day, for a trend day down, for single prints. Failed. Volume was not impressive as they pushed. So I kept saying, is this the laggards? Now, yes, L's volume was heavier, but again, I think that's the laggards just all in a panic, and more shorts that were piling on, right? These were long sellers and shorts getting on. The impressive thing is, yes, we took out those 2 monthly lows, but for now, and again, one day doesn't make a market, we're back into them. Balance rules. We stretch this balance, but we're back into it. Now, it remains to be seen what happens going forward, but there is some silver lining, believe it or not, what a day like today. As far as opportunities for me today, I took one long in A period a lot earlier. You're never going to be able to see it on here. When we got to, I believe it was, I forget where it was, to be honest with you. It turned out to be a decent trade. It was long. And then I scalped shorts basically the whole day. Like I said, every time we had singles and came up, I shorted, and then it went back down. I did that almost exclusively all day. I did take a long, forgot where I took a long. I took another long throughout the day, but for the most part, and I was doing 10 contracts. The way, this market, the way it was whipping around, 10 contracts, you were going to either make 40 or 50 or 60 cents literally in minutes, in 2 minutes. So I wasn't going to play bigger than that. They all worked out, so it turned out to be a decent day, just playing small all day. All right. Let's go over destinations for tomorrow. So, we closed at 274.36. First destination on the upside right now isn't until F's high, which is our afternoon rally high of 280.74. So over $6 away for our first upside destination. Then today's high of 281.94. Now, I'm going to use those 2 reference points that should have been that were on the downside, the price probe and price spike, because obviously if we're going to try to come out of a 3-day balance to the upside, we have to take out those 2 levels now, right? Now they're reverse. So A's high, which was the base of the price probe, should prove to be some kind of a barrier to get over, 285.18, and then 286.55, which was the price probe from yesterday. Then above that, we have yesterday's high of 288.52 and filling the gap at 290.23, 171-point gap. If we're able to do that, 295.07, 9 wide from the 6th. For the downside, today's low, 270.88. So $3.50 lower from where we closed. Then we have 270.57. These I gave you earlier this morning. 270.57, 12 wide from February 11th. 270.03 weekly low. 269.41 afternoon pullback low from February 8th. 267.83 monthly low. 267.27 daily low. So if I'm wrong, and this was nothing but a little bit of a relief rally at the end, then that 267.83 will be the next major destination on the downside. And then chart-wise, well, let's go over all of them. So monthly, we're down. We're one-time framing down, right? From our outside month down, we are down 50 points. Pretty powerful. We took out the two monthly lows I talked about, May and June of 2019, right? But we got right back into them, at least today. If we come back out and take out now today's low, well, then the next destination is going to be February's low of 267.83, and if that gets accepted below that, you're heading down to 243.67. Okay? Weekly. One time framing down now. This is week 3. Inside week down. From that inside week, right? This is such powerful things. 290.23 was the low, and we traded as low as 270.88. $20 move from the inside week low to today's low. Still, 287 will be a barrier that if we ever get near it to talk about one-time framing down. Here are those two monthly lows that we took out but came back into. Now we'll see if they hold. Daily, 3-day balance. We stretched it, right? Balance rules. Get to a bottom of a balance, never take it out, you go back up. Get to the bottom of a balance, stretch it, come back in, go back up, or bottom of a balance, go through it, never look back. Well, as of just today, we did the second of those 3 things. We stretched the bottom of the balance and came back in. So tomorrow to me is a pretty key day. Because if you keep stretching it at some point, well, you know what? It's not a balance anymore and we're going lower. So I think holding today's low is fairly important. If we hold it and stay inside those other Monday and Tuesday's lows, then we're going to have a chance to start going back up to the top of the balance. I hope you had a good day trading. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.